Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you 3 different ways to practice your aim. For me, doing these exercises has helped me improve my aim, so I thought I'd just share them with you. I found 2 of these exercises on Reddit, so I'll link the threads I found them from in the description below. Let's get started. So the first exercise requires a bit of a setup. You'll need bouncers, so I recommend looking for llamas as they drop not only bouncers but other items which will end up being useful as well. Try finding 2 llamas which will have bouncers in them so that you end up with 6. After you have a few items and enough bouncers, wherever you are, just build a 5x5 stadium. Just start with a ramp and then build floors until you cover a 5x5 area with floors. After that, on one side of the 5x5 stadium, build walls just like this. You can do a height of 2, but I like to do 3 just to make sure I don't fall out during the exercise. After that, build 2 walls just like this at the ends of the wall that you just made, and build ramps with bouncers on them facing inwards. After that, you should have something that looks like this. If you want to see if you have a good general sensitivity, at the end of the arena, build a wall in the middle and edit it like this. Then you go and jump on the bouncers and try to keep a crosshair on it. The whole idea of this is to try and keep your crosshair inside the edited wooden wall. It shouldn't be that difficult to do. If you're overshooting a lot like this, then your sensitivity is probably too high. If you're undershooting it every time and you aren't able to catch up to it with your crosshair, then your sensitivity is probably too slow. I'm not claiming that this is the best way to find your sensitivity, but just a decent way, in my opinion, of finding a good starting point for your sensitivity. If you want to take this a step further, you can build a set of 4 walls like this and head back to your bouncers. The idea is to keep your crosshair in the center of the 4 walls. Again, if you're having a really hard time keeping your crosshair in the general area, you might need to turn up or down your sensitivity, but give yourself a few minutes at least on the new sensitivity. You aren't going to be able to do it perfectly, especially if you're on a completely different sensitivity, so don't go switching it like 10 seconds after making an adjustment. After you finish with those exercises, we can start practicing at different ranges. This is what the items are for. If you don't have any, go find some llamas or go to a nearby area with loot and just pick up a bunch of items. So just drop your items randomly around the area that you made. There's no specific spots to drop them at, it's completely random. Do it at different ranges, some close, some far. Place items at different heights, so build yourself a ramp and drop items above the arena, and you should end up with an arena looking like this. You should have a bunch of different items just spread out everywhere. So just like the other exercises, you're going to want to jump on the bouncers. With this one, you're going to be trying to aim and keep your crosshair on the different targets, that being the items that you dropped. You can always adjust the arena for your own needs, so if you have trouble with aiming close range, well, you can place something close by and try keeping your crosshair on the nearby items. Vice versa, you can place things farther. If you need to, you can make the arena longer and place items and try to aim your crosshair on the farther items. If you want, you can try and practice tracking items from the high ground by building this even higher. It would end up looking something like this. So as you can see, you can adjust things quite a bit. Throughout these set of exercises, just try to make sure that you're switching things up and trying to work on things that you're having trouble with. Alright, so for the next set of exercises, you're going to want to come to these containers which are located between Retail and Tomato Temple. You basically want to find a set of 3 or 4 containers and just hit them with your pickaxe. The whole idea is to be accurate enough to hit the circles. Again, you don't have to do the same thing every time. Switch it up by using 3 or 4 containers, do some standing still, some moving around. You also don't have to always be going in the same pattern of hitting the circles, so if you're going clockwise, you can go counterclockwise, or you can just attack the circles at random. You can also do this on a wall or just a single object. The difference with this though is that you're going to be moving your mouse away and then pulling it back to the circle when you're about to actually hit the wall with your pickaxe. For the last set of exercises, I would recommend that you get a regular AR. It doesn't matter if it's gray or legendary, just get a regular AR, not a burst rifle, a regular AR. After grabbing your AR, head to Loot Lake and come to this area by the lake and use this machine. It shoots these discs, which can be good for practice. You can start by just using the machine like normal, standing still and shooting the targets as they are shot from the machine. Again, if you can identify what you're having trouble with, this is good. So for example, if you want to practice from a bit of elevation, you can build a ramp and shoot the targets from a different angle. Personally, I like adding a bit of difficulty to this by looking away from it and then turning around when I hear the disc get fired. You can also mix this up quite a bit. Do this at different angles, different spots, different heights. There are different places to do this as well. There are different machines located around the map, another one being by Flush Factory. But when you're doing this though, just make sure that your building doesn't get placed in front of the machine, otherwise the disc will break before you get the chance to shoot at it. So this is the 3 different ways that I have used to practice my aim, and it's helped me quite a bit. I wouldn't say that I have perfect aim, but it's a lot better than before. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for videos, I also do live stream. I don't really have a set schedule right now, but you can leave a follow there if you'd like to know what's up or join my Discord. You can also leave a comment down below, leaving a question or a suggestion, and I will be sure to take a look at that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.